Greetings and welcome to Auntie Yami channel, the daughter of Africa, the motherland. Welcome to my channel, everyone, wherever you are. Today I'm going to talk about our son of the soil, President Traore of Burkina Faso, who passed message to Langre, who wanted to get rid of him. What did he say? Towards this video, I'm going to play some clips so that you can hear the message he passed the day he was interviewed. And after this, I'm going also to talk about Langre claims. Why did he want to remove or get rid of Traore? What was the reason? Does it make any sense, my fellow African, wherever you are? Is it true that someone who is not the son of the soil, but because of the skin color, can just decide of going somewhere and plan a coup to someone who is there for his people? We will also have a say on that. Then I'm going to even show you that there are some other leaders in Africa, like President Duma Boko of Botswana, who is also following the footsteps of Traore by also showing or demonstrating to the world that there's no way Africa can continue to be poor while we are sitting on trillions. And finally, I'm gonna also show you the speech by the daughter of the soil, President of Namibia. She is the daughter of the soil. Her speech she made the time she met President Samia of Tanzania. Even her, she's not having any jokes. She's not playing any jokes. She wants to show the Western that we are there to make Africa great again by not allowing any minerals to go anywhere, but they have to be processed in Africa. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share as we listen to this clip about the interview and the message which President Traore sent to Langre. And he called him a liar. Let's listen to this.
What do you say to those, especially in Washington, who continue to question the legitimacy of your current partnerships, particularly with Russia? And how do you intend to defend Burkina Faso's image on the international stage in the face of this kind of rhetoric?
In any case, we are free to establish relations with whomever we choose. That is what independence means. So on this matter, they can continue to think whatever they want. As for us, we will go wherever we want, as long as the partnership can, in any case, be mutually beneficial for both parties. Regarding those remarks, as you mentioned, we protested through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That was one thing. But I don't know what happened with that general. There is still a problem. And I would perhaps like him to admit his mistake if he was sent, and to understand that this was not the right mission. If he was misled, he should say so publicly, or otherwise admit before the Senate that he was mistaken. Or also, if it was done with bad intentions, well, we will confront him as we should. because everything he said is a lie. And it's really shameful to see an adult.
You've just heard what Traore said in that clip, or else I have to say on that interview. He did not hesitate to try to explain what happened. Why did Langley call him a liar? Traore's message to General Michael Langley was for him to apologize for calling him a liar, for even lying about what is happening in Burkina Faso. He lied about Burkina Faso. And according to President Traore, he is free to establish relationship with anyone he wants. There was no oil storage before him. Everything that is there, every development that is there is because of his governance. Traore continued to say that, why is it that another black man can be sent to destroy another black man? Do you think it's the right thing for this man, Michael Langley? He's not even an African. He's not even from Burkina Faso, but he was sent to remove Traore by using a coup that was failed. That, for example, we've heard Traore giving example about Libya. You see how Mama Gaddafi was killed by using another black leader to destroy, to kill him. This is what is happening. Even we always talk about slave trade. The time of slave trade, they always claim that it was another black man selling your own brothers and sisters. That means that this is generation after generation. This is what we are. It is not really good, because at the end of the day, if we want Africa to be great, if we want Africa to prosper, we cannot be listening to those atrocities. We cannot be listening to that. We cannot be agreeing to keep another black man. That is greediness. In Africa, most Africans, we don't like ourselves. Black people, we don't like ourselves, because at the end of the day, how can you agree to go and kill someone in the name of leadership? You can see how Traore has developed, and he's continuing to change the image of Burkina Faso, to change his people from poverty to wealth, from poverty to providing employment, from poverty to make sure that each and every Burkina Faso is living in good housing. But at the end of the day, how is working in this world? It means that Africans or black people are being used to get rid of their own black people who are there for change, who are there to transform Africa. This is not reality. This is not good. That's why we can hear, I cannot continue repeating what Traore is saying, because this is reality. And what do you think about all this? Do you think it's the right thing for our African leaders to be used to keep other leaders, to get rid of the leaders who are there to make sure that Africa is developing? Because, as you know, we've got oil, we've got minerals, we've got everything. But at the end of the day, we've seen that a lot of leaders who have come out and speak out, they don't last long. How long will Africans, how long will black men continue to do this, continue to be a messenger, to be sent to do things like this, bad things to others? Do we want the Africa where we are going to be told what to do? Do you want the Africa where people are going to continue suffering? Do we want the Africa where will be ruled by others and make other countries rich. I don't want Africa like that. Make sure you comment and let me know what you think as you subscribe, like, and comment. Anyway, I'm going to, because there are other people who doesn't know about why did Langre did this. But according to him, he said he was claiming that China and Russia is manipulating Africa because China and Russia, they are in Africa. And most of the countries where China and Russia are, the Western, they don't like it. Because at the end of the day, as we know, before the Westerners, they are the ones who were in Africa. But now China and Russia, they are in Africa trying really hard to help Africans so that Africa can be developed. But what I don't know much, I'm not a politician, but at the end of the day, that's why he decided to get rid of Traore, and he doesn't believe in Traore's leadership. Do you believe that what Langre was saying and what he did is the right thing? I don't believe in that, because at the end of the day, he's not son of Africa. Traore is a president who doesn't fear anything. Traore has already promised that he is going to die for Africa and his country. So Traore is ready for everything. Do we need to support Traore? Let's continue supporting Traore, because Traore is the God-given president who will also change, who has got a vision for Africa as a whole, including Burkina Faso. Now, I'm so excited because I came across also another leader, the son of the soil, President Boko from Botswana. This president has shown us that he is walking in the footsteps of Traore. Listen to his message.
This country shouldn't be where it is. This country shouldn't be in debt. There's no way. It is unjustifiable. I cannot, by the life in me, understand why we are where we are. I cannot. I refuse to embrace this unpleasant reality. I refuse. I am a persistent objector to this conventional and mundane existence. And yet we are sitting on trillions of dollars of mineral wealth. But it doesn't work. The Washington consensus is absolute nonsense. Don't come to me and tell me government must not get involved in the arena of production. No, I don't care from what school of economics you get it from, Chicago school, whatever. No, it's absolute nonsense. It doesn't work. And it will not work here. So let's try something we may even not know. Because the knowledge economy is an experimental economy.
My people, you've heard what this son of the soil, Boko, the president of Botswana, what is he saying? This president is adopting Traore's effect. He is working with Traore footsteps. He has suspended export of diamonds and all raw materials so that they can be cut and polished in his country locally. Means is involving his own people. This will help to cut the country's debt and poverty. He said the country shouldn't be in debt while they are sitting in trillions of dollars. You can see how brave this young president is, the son of Africa. These are African leaders who has a vision. You can see he's not even scared about anything. Listen again to what he said about all those leaders who are there for over 10 years ruling, but nothing is changing. Listen to this audio.
I will say to you today that any president of any country who wants to be president for more than 10 years, anybody who has that ambition is instantly a failure. You can't want to do this job for more than 10 years. You can't.
if you are serious about it. If you take the job seriously, you can't do it for more than 10 years. You can't. And anybody who sticks with presidency for more than 10 years, that's a surefire indication that he has failed. And he has no...
You've heard what President Boko has said about other leaders, because he knows that there are leaders out there, especially in Africa, who have been there for years, for a long time, but still people are suffering, still people are in poverty, just corruption. He is calling them failures, and I agree with that. The more they stay, they become dictators. They'll bring all the laws into their hands. They don't care about their people. They are not saving people, but they always benefit to themselves and their family. They believe that it's a family game. Because if I die today, my son will be next president. And they change the law, like Togo president, who has changed the law. He doesn't want anyone to protest. He doesn't want anyone to take over. He doesn't respect opposition. He doesn't respect democracy. These are the president. You can name them. They are there. If they did not do it within 10 years, how are they going to do it if they are there 50 years, 30 years, without anything? What they do is just theft. Now you can see the son of the soil, President Boko of Botswana, coming out and shame them. If you cannot achieve only 5 years, anyway, you can go for the second term, 10 years. But after that, if you cannot change anything, if you cannot demonstrate anything, you need to leave. Otherwise, you are a failure. This president has got a vision, like Traore. These are the leaders who are coming up. God is sending these leaders to Africa to change the mentality of those leaders, to change Africa, to make sure that Africa is rising. We need to open our eyes. But by doing that, it's not all that easy. If our fellow black man is going to be sent to deal with these leaders, who else I also give respect? What about Malema? I know a lot of people, they say Malema is a joke. I don't believe in that. Because he is a patriot. He is a fighter. He is a freedom fighter. What is he saying? No Commonwealth. I agree with Malema. Because what has changed since all these countries are under Commonwealth? Did you see any changes? Or else it's just about paying. What about visas? Do you get visa free as a Commonwealth member? No. Are you not struggling? What we need in Africa, according to Malema, 1 visa, 1 passport, 1 currency, no borders. Because we are brothers. Those borders were put by someone. Listen to Malema. As you subscribe, like, and comment.
We must refuse to be part of the Commonwealth. There is nothing common about the Commonwealth except that we're all colonized by Britain. As a revolutionary party that is going to take over South Africa next year, we are going to leave the Commonwealth. We will not be dictated by IMF.
You can hear the son of the soil, Malema. talking. He doesn't fear anyone. Sometimes people, they don't take him serious. But at the end of the day, he's got a vision. There are people out there who doesn't need to be a president for you to respect them, for me to respect them. But what comes out of their mouth, sometimes we have to pick. And it makes sense. Because what he's saying is true. He's got a vision. He's still young. He knows what he's talking about. This is about Africa. How long will Africa be dependent? How long will Africa be in the hands of colonies? How long will Africa be enslaved? This is why these leaders are standing up. They are rising because Africa is rising. We've got minerals, we've got oil, we've got all those resources, but they don't belong to us. They are in our soil, but they don't belong to us. Why? Because we sold them. We are giving away. And in front of us, you can see how countries are developing using our resources. Africa, Africa, Mother Africa. When are we going to open our eyes? It's not only Traore, it's not only Boko, it's not only Malema, but the daughter of the soul, the president of Namibia. She also thought to herself, I will stand up. I will support my brother Traore. I will change. No more mineral exports. She has also banned export of oil or minerals. No more export of minerals outside Namibia. All the minerals will be processed in Botswana. No more Westerners dealing with our mines, our products, our raw materials. We are going to process in Namibia because we cannot continue to let these people manipulate us. We cannot allow Africa to continue being called the dark continent. Africa is rich. She made this statement while she was meeting her sister, President of Tanzania, Samia. You can see, family, that Africa is standing out now. Africa is not joking. No more export of minerals. Let's listen to her speech.
We cannot continue as a country and continent whereby we send our resources to be processed in other countries, which means we are importing jobs of our young people. Both of our countries are producers of uranium. Namibia in particular, we are third uranium producers in the world. And there's no reason why we cannot talk about nuclear energy. If other countries in the world are using it, why can't we use it?
You can hear, I've already explained. These are the leaders we need to support. These are the leaders who needs protection. These are the leaders who can change Africa from south to west and south again. what about other leaders out there? Let me know in the comment section if you know other leaders who are also standing out there for Africa. It's not only them. I know there are more, but at the end of the day, there are some leaders out there. They are already bored. They are being used to deal with other leaders who are there for change. How long will Africa tolerate that? What is the future of our Africa if we don't come together? Unity is the song, because without unity, Africa is going to finish. Because they are using us to deal with our brothers and sisters who were sent there for change. We don't want history to repeat, because Traore is there, and you can see that he's showing the whole world that he can do it. Africa, listen. Do you want your people to suffer while you've got what it takes? Or do you want to sell your brother as you did the time of slave trade? Do you want to continue to get rid of these wise leaders sent by God? Is it going to continue like this? No, we don't need to let them. We don't need to let people out there showing that they are the ones to judge Africa. They are the ones who can correct Africa, because it's been there before. We've been there before. It did not happen. That's why you see us in diaspora. There will be a time if Africa is going to be one without those greedy leaders. Africa will be the Western Africa of the world. People will be going to Africa to look for employment. Even us will be settling back without even wanting to travel, because we've got everything in Africa. We've got every mineral in Africa. But because of the greediness of those greedy people out there, that's why Africa remains a dark continent. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Remember, Traore needs us Africans. President Boko, Botswana needs us. President of Namibia needs us. Malema needs us. Because if we are not, we are turning a deaf ear and a blind eyes, Africa will be the same forever. What are we thinking about our future generation? Thank you very much. God bless you abundantly. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you think. Thank you very much. Ciao, ciao. Bye.